Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back and happy Friday. We are here today with the GMC Yukon XL. It's a 2007 model, if I'm not mistaken. There it is, you guys. Yeah, we worked on it before. The owner called me and says that it has a check engine light on. It has a check engine light on, which I'll show you guys right now. It has the tire pressure symbol in the dash as well. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at all that. And first, let me show you guys the lights themselves. One moment. Let's turn this bad boy on. Okay, so those are the two lights that you see right there. One's the check engine light, and the other one is the tire monitor light. We'll take a look at that using our X tool, and I'm going to show you guys that as well. So let's turn this bad boy off and get ready to do that. All right, y'all, here we have this X tool, the D9S Pro. Actually, I'm not sure if it's the Pro or the version below it. So you guys know this is the tablet. This is the actual tool itself that has all the features, and we're gonna go through them today and all that good stuff. Just sends that signal over to your tablet and all that data over to your tablet, so you can move around and you don't have to be in one spot. And obviously you have special functions, so if you need to look at something in the engine while activating the special functions, that's when it's most useful. I have like infinite amounts of adapters in here. Yeah, it's crazy. Let me show you. Oh yeah, that's wild, right? In this case, we'll be using this bad boy right here and the OB2. But I have adapters here for all types of make and models. Cars from Russia, Europe, and obviously American. All right, everybody, so we're connected down here to the diagnostics port down here. The cable runs this way. We got our module right here, Bluetooth module. We're going to connect right here to power it on, give it some power. And the next thing we're going to do is turn our X tool on. Give it a moment. All right, it is on. We are at 100% charge. I do charge it all the time. As you can see, it's connected to the VCI device via Bluetooth. It has Wi-Fi. So yeah, we're ready to go. Right here you have a scan, an automatic scan using this topology feature that you see right there. And what this does is it breaks it down into different modules. Here you have your engine control module, your transmission control module, and it's just so on and so forth. You have your body, your BCM right here. And you see here that we have a couple of problems here in the body module and other modules, including the chassis module. And I know it looks bad, but let's go click on each one. For example, electronic brake control module. Left rear wheel speed sensor circuit. So it's the circuit, it's not the sensor, it's the circuit. So there's a problem with the electricity there. There's an electrical issue with that. Let's get out of there. Let's go on this one. Digital radio receiver, antenna ground circuit short to battery or open. Another electrical issue. Parking aid rear sensor to short circuit to ground or open. Another electrical issue. And then this last one here, this is the right rear low tire pressure sensor. You know, it's probably bad, or it's also connected to this electrical problem. And then up here, it's our engine control module. This tells you what issues we have. And that's not a problem. I know what we got to do with that. We're going to go ahead and replace the ignition coil. We're going to replace the ignition coil and the spark plug cable on that particular cylinder, and that's going to take care of that. As far as all those electrical problems, I'm not worried about it because it's most likely, let me get out of this car, lock me in here. The electrical problem is going to be most back here somewhere. Obviously, we'll have to move this car around to be able to work. Oh man, would you look at that? That's the problem right there. It's not as complicated as most people think, you guys. That's literally what's causing all the issues with that, with those ground problems and those cables. Once you fix that, everything else will get fixed. So I'm sure the client doesn't know that he crashed into something. So we'll show him that there when he gets home. And give me a second, you guys, because I'm not wearing my glasses, and I'm not the same without my glasses, you know. My eyes are sensitive. Any little bit of light really fucking bugs me. And you know what else bugs me a lot is losing my glasses that I desperately, I found them. Much better. All right, so you guys know what we found on this vehicle. That's the problem. I'm not gonna fix that, but what I'm gonna do here now is just, I'm gonna run some live data. Go on this scan tool here now, monitor each cylinder, disconnect cylinder 2, see if it pops up, disconnect cylinder 8, just make sure that it's the right cylinder, and run a couple of old school tests. Obviously, you know, I'm an old school mechanic, but you have to use the computer, you guys, because it makes your life way easier. Way easier. So yeah, stay tuned for the replacement of that ignition coil and spark plug. I'll see you guys in a few.